What up, fam? It's your girl, Robin.
And Saeed.
And we are here as part of You Venture Travel. And I'm really excited about this video, guys, because this is really a milestone. Um, we want to talk about our YouTube journey and the start or how we started our YouTube journey. And believe it or not, it has been a full year
1 year
since we posted our first video. So thank you for rocking with us for this first year.
Right.
However you stumbled upon our videos. But 1 year ago, I remember posting that first video, just really nervous, unsure, like, I don't know what's about to happen. What in the world are we doing?
Why are we doing this?
But you know, it's something that we have been thinking about for a long time. But it just really, it was like, let's go ahead and make it. Let's start.
Right. So yeah, I mean, and did we say it was a long time?
It was a long time.
And so, you know, one of the things that really we were doing organically, we always love travel in general, going places, seeing things, and you know, and my wife will tell you, she's definitely more of the documenting by pictures and videos than I am, at least just naturally. But I get it. You want to be able to capture those memories down the road, right? So we'd be out doing stuff, whether we were on some international trip or whether we had just went to the park here where we live, and we'd film everything. And what would happen is we'd have all this footage and these pictures and things, and we say, hey, maybe we should start, you know, doing something with this information, right? How do we use it? But like most things in life, when you're, you know, particularly if there's any entrepreneurs out there that, you know, you're watching this, you know, you get overwhelmed, right? We don't have enough time. It's, you know, is this really going to work? You know, all those things that we all probably, you know, question ourselves on, right? And it just always kind of paralyzed us to some degree. And then, you know, hey, next year is going to be the year we're going to get this going. And then at the beginning of the next year would be, hey, this year is going to be our year, right?
Yeah. And I think too, we even tried to, I was like, okay, maybe we just video the stuff, and then I can get my niece to work on to try to I get my niece to try to edit for us, but we just never could get it together where we could like
make something happen.
Make it happen. Like that didn't work out. We were just really just trying to figure out. So we ended up having footage sitting for years. And hopefully, I'm hoping one day we're going to do some throwback footage and we're going to show you some of our old trips because we still have the footage. But I think like a lot of things, you kind of get to that perfection trap. It's like you want to wait until everything is perfect. You want to wait, you know, like if I have more time. But one thing that we told ourselves is like, don't let perfection get in the way of progress, right? You're never going to be 100% ready.
Drop that dime on them one more time.
Don't let perfection get in the way of progress. I know sometimes both of us, we can be like very analytical. And so we call it like paralysis by analysis. Yeah. And continue to analyze, but you're never 100% ready. And then also it's kind of like, it's vulnerable. Like you're putting yourself out there and you're like, oh, you know, people might like, how will I look on camera? You know, how do I sound? You start getting a little subconscious.
Is anybody really going to care about this information that we're going to share?
So it's a lot of like mental things that you go through, but it was just like, you know, ready never comes. But what really made us decide that this is it, we booked
our Virgin cruise. So Virgin Voyages changed our life. So to Virgin Voyages, to the team out there, if you're listening,
changed our life
a little bit. So Nimral, the CEO, the team.
I was like, who is that?
Yeah,
the CEO.
Yeah. Shout out to you and your team. So we booked our Virgin Voyages cruise.
But can I say one thing about it when we booked our cruise?
Yeah, go ahead.
So when we booked it, we were like, we made a deal with ourselves. We were like, if we're going to spend this money to go on this cruise, it was a cruise they've been wanting to go on for a long time. We were like, we have to make sure that we create and upload content to justify us spending this money. It was like to go on this cruise. We wanted to go so bad. We were like, this is our justification. So we figured we had to like change our approach, right? So what did we decide to do?
Right. So Virgin. So once we made the decision that Virgin was, we were going to make this happen. And again, just quick backstory too. The type of cruise we went on that we ultimately did with Virgin, we had been trying to do it for a couple of years. So again, to the point earlier, this was not some kind of thing that popped in our head one night and we just hit the button. Like this was building up.
We've been wanting to do the Southern Caribbean for a
long time,
but everything just did
not work out.
Life just kept happening. We didn't even had it booked before on another cruise line, but just life just kept happening.
So simplicity, and the term that resonates with me and one of the organizations I'm part of is there's dignity in simplicity, right? And so
I like that.
Keeping it simple. Not overthinking it. Again, we talked earlier about overthinking and wanting it to be perfect and there's never the right time. Well, most things in life that are of consequence, there's never a right time.
Yeah.
And so what we decided was part of how we were going to pivot, if you will, particularly with Virgin, is that we were going to do it based on review. So we were going to talk about how we felt about, say, the boarding process.
Right. Well, really, we wanted to focus on the food.
On the food.
Because that was the real reason
so
you wanted to go. Tell them about why you really wanted to go on Virgin Voyages.
Right. So if we watch YouTube quite a bit, and so Virgin is a relatively new cruise line. About 5 years old now as of this video. And one of the biggest things that people said from their beginning, they started in 2021 was their initial voyage. So coming out of COVID, everybody loved the food. And one of the big things that you would see in videos of the cruisers was that it wasn't just good like cruise food, like it was just good food, period. And we're foodies. When we go places, whether it's up the street or across the country or wherever, we tend to want to find out where's the good food at, right?
Yeah.
And so ultimately, one of the things what the hook was, Virgin's food was good. Let's try it out.
Yeah.
And we would then give feedback on that.
Yeah.
And so that's where the review idea came in, was not giving full 2-hour-long vlogs and things, but
that takes commitment,
right?
To really try to.
You got to be all in. You got to be all in.
One, to get the footage and then do all the editing and everything, and that just seems so overwhelming.
That seems like a lot.
Let's start here. Let's just start with the food review. So that was like our promise to ourselves on that cruise, is that we were going to go to every restaurant, and then after we ate, we were going to make sure that we went to the room and did a review video. Now it was kind of time consuming because one thing you have to do with content creation, you have to balance. Like we were really on vacation, so we wanted to enjoy it, but we also had a commitment that we made to ourselves that we were going to
carve out some time.
We were going to carve out time each day to do it, even if he was giving me the side eye, like really right now, and I'm like, babe, we said this is how we were going to justify us coming on this cruise, so we kind of got into a rhythm. We got into the groove. So that was just like the first part, was getting the content.
And the key piece also as we move forward, is the other thing too that made the review idea a little more palatable than trying to do full-on vlogs and stuff, is that we felt like people who want to get information, maybe we could help in that way too, right? And we're humans, right? So we consume things in kind of bite-sized pieces. You might watch a 10-minute video versus an hour-long video. And so we thought if we just did these kind of quick hit reviews on the restaurants and things.
And it's easier for us to edit
and all of that.
Something short.
And it could help someone or give someone who was like us, we could kind of pay it forward, to the next group.
Yep. So once we got the content, we were like, okay, now I had done just a little bit of video editing before, but it was on some programs that cost money, and it was you had to pay for storage. And so we just didn't really want to put that big investment in the very beginning. So I was like, I'm going to start with a free service. So we are Windows users. We're not Mac users. We use Windows. So it's a free editing software that Microsoft provides called Clipchamp. And so I was like, I'm going to try it on Clipchamp. It's a very basic video editing. It's no fancy setup. I use Canva to do some quick and easy graphics. Just, we decided we're going to do no fancy setup. The goal was just to get a product out there, the minimum viable product, right? To get it out there. Because, you can have so many ideas inside, but until you actually post, until you actually do something, nothing's going to happen with it. So we took the leap.
Yeah.
We did the quick editing. It wasn't a lot. I know we're still learning. We're still figuring it all out. But it was like, we're just going to get the content out. We're just going to take that leap.
And the big thing too there is, and this is probably a life lesson as well, is there's going to be a lot of trial and error, right? And so you can't be scared of that. A lot of probably great ideas, unfortunately, in life have died in people's minds because they were scared of working through it, or the first thing I do maybe is not going to look great.
Right.
It won't look great, but that's okay.
And that's me. I'm such an idea generator. I have like tons and tons of ideas all the time. So I was like, we are going to commit to following through on these ideas. I have brilliant ideas, but I'm like, I have to follow through.
My wife is smart.
Oh, thanks, honey.
But yeah, so I say that, and as we're moving down this journey, this is our inspirational moment of the video, is don't get paralyzed by what may or may not happen. Mm-hmm. One of the things in my professional life I always tell people is that 0 plus 0 is always going to equal 0. So if you don't try, if you don't get started, it may not be your best work. It probably won't be your best work, but you do it, and you'll be inspired. We said to ourselves, once we had the first one up there, it kind of like, oh, okay, the world didn't end.
I know. You take that first step. It's like, it wasn't so bad.
Right. We woke up the next day and the lights were still on.
Yeah. And then some people actually watched the video. We were like, okay. But I think too, as we kept making the videos, we really started enjoying the process because we both are educators at heart. We all both do some type of educating in our day-to-day 9-to-5 jobs. So it's something we just love, really helping people prepare for their trips. And like I said, we watch so many videos when we go on trips. So it was really a way for us to pay that forward. And we realized we weren't just documenting what we were doing, which is good to document, but really we're just helping to teach and provide information. And I think we both are really motivated like that. But this is not at all like, and we lived happily ever after kind of story, right? That was just the first step, just getting started. But honestly, at a certain point, we were not consistent. And we were really trying to figure out, we didn't know what we were doing yet. And then something really unexpected happened. We went from 25 subscribers, which was mainly our friends and family.
Shout out to them.
Thank you for rocking with us from the beginning. We appreciate y'all. Let us know down and below. Like, you family, let us put it down there.
Are you one of the 25?
Are you one of those first 25? And then one day I checked our analytics and we were over 100 subscribers. And that was without us posting for a while. So I was like, ooh.
And again, to a lot of people, they may say 100.
But for us, the thing that hit me was that it was people that I didn't know. It wasn't our family and friends. And I was like, okay, we might be on to something. So that kind of led us to our next phase. So make sure you watch our next video. We're going to talk more about kind of after that initial hump. Like after we got started, then where did stuff kind of start clicking for us and where did we start building that momentum? But we really just thank you guys once again for rocking with us this first year. Can you believe it's been a year?
No, not at all.
It's crazy.
And time flies, man. So as we always, if you watched any of our other videos before, please share, like, subscribe,
Yeah.
Put it in the comments down below.
We're really trying to build a strong travel community, and we really want you to be a part of that community. So if you, like you said, if you haven't, go ahead and subscribe. Check our next video. We're going to tell you more about how we started to build momentum and how we went to the next phase of our YouTube journey. So thank you for being here at the start of the journey.
And we'll see you then. Peace.